So in times of disaster, we all see the images on TV and we feel a helplessness. What could I, as one person, possibly do to make a difference? Open Homes is the answer to that.
So Open Homes really began in the fall of 2012 with Hurricane Sandy. A host reached out to us because she couldn't open her home for free and was really interested in doing what she could to help people in need in her area.
As soon as Airbnb heard this, we put a team of engineers working around the clock to build the capability to allow for hosts to open their homes for $0. And that's how Airbnb started Open Homes.
The churches were filling up and shelters, spontaneous shelters were being erected, and I just wanted to make my space available to people if they needed a place to stay.
After our home burned in the Paradise Campfire, I went online looking for an Airbnb, and up popped something called Open Homes, and found there were a number of homes in the areas where we might stay.
As a host, if Open Homes is activated in your area, you will hear from someone who is in need directly.
There was a bit of communication about what their situation was. Some people needed to bring their pets, some people needed to bring their children. It was just, whatever needed to work for the situation.
Should we go and get clothes? Should we go get groceries? I'm like, hold on, let's talk to them first and see what they want.
What you provide to those who evacuate is respite, time to settle and figure out the next step.
I think it was more important for her just to begin to be her again. So that's what I wanted to give her. I wanted to give her a little bit of love or support to someone that I didn't know, but it was the best thing that I could do.
One of the most unique offerings that we have is allowing relief workers to book in times of both response and recovery.
And what Airbnb hosts help us do is really have that common venue for team building as well as brainstorming for the next day and what we can do.
Our travel coordinator will reach out to the Open Homes host where they'll let them know this information, how many people in the group is coming for relief work, and what kind of equipment and what kind of amenities are needed in order for us to respond effectively.
And of course, it's the hosts who can help relief workers who are usually coming in from out of town understand the area and support those who are in need.
There is a wide range and diversity of listings that we are seeking in an evacuation, and that's everything from the single person to the family of 5.
You don't realize it when you're doing your day-to-day stuff, what an immense relief it is, and de-stress when you can go somewhere and there's a bed, to lay down on.
To practice empathy and imagining what you might want in those circumstances.
It seems like one of the smallest things you can do, but it really is one of the biggest things you can do for somebody else.
To all of our Open Homes hosts, I want to say thank you. You're part of a movement. You're part of a platform that has the ability to redefine what philanthropy in the 21st century looks like. Thank you for being a part of this.